Hello and welcome to Sudoku Pro. This is a 2-star puzzle from today's Hindu. Let's get started. There is a 1 and 4 in this block which blocks these two cells of row E, and there is a 1 and 4 in the central block which blocks these three cells of row E. So in row E, these are the only two cells left and they take 4 and 1. There is a 4 in column 8 which blocks the cell, so E8 takes 1 and E9 takes 4. Now in the sixth block, there are only 3 empty cells and the missing numbers are 6, 9 and 7. There is a 6 and 9 which blocks this cell. That means these two cells take 6 and 9. Now there is a 9 in F row which blocks this cell. So F8 takes 6 and D8 takes 9, and the only missing number in this block is 7. Let's try to fill column 7. There is a 4 here which blocks these two cells, and there is a 4 here in H row which blocks this cell. So I7 takes 4. There is a 1 which blocks H7 here, and there is a 1 which blocks C7. So A7 takes 1, and there are now only 2 cells left and they take 2, 8 pair. In row E, 5 blocks this cell and this 5 blocks this cell. So this is the only cell that is 5. F4 is the only cell where 5 can be. Now there are only 2 empty cells and the missing numbers are 2 and 3. So F6 is blocked by 3 here. So F6 takes 2 and F2 takes 3. In column 4, there are 4 empty cells and the missing numbers are 2, 3, 6 and 9. Here in G4, it is blocked by 3, 6 and 9. So G4 takes 2. And here A4 is blocked by 3 and 6. So A4 takes 9. Now the remaining numbers are 3 and 6. There is a 3 blocking here in E row. So E4 takes 6 and D4 takes 3. In column 6, there are 4 empty cells and the missing numbers are 6, 7, 8 and 9. In I6, it is blocked by 7, 8 and 9. So I6 takes 6. Moving upwards, this cell is blocked by 9 and this cell is also blocked by 9. So E6 takes 9. And now there are only 2 empty cells and the missing numbers are 7 and 8. B6 is blocked by 7. C6 is blocked by 7 and C6 takes 8 and D6 takes 7. The only missing number in the central block is 8. In the second block, there are 2 empty cells and the missing numbers are 2 and 6. So let's mark it with 2, 6 pair. Now in column 5, there are only 2 empty cells and the missing numbers are 5 and 7. In H row, there is a 5 blocking. So H5 takes 7 and G5 takes 5. In row H, there are 4 empty cells and the missing numbers are 2, 6, 8 and 9. You can see 6 blocking these 2 cells here. So H1 takes 6. Now here there is 2 and 8 blocking this cell. So H8 takes 2, 8 and the only missing number is 9 and H9 takes 9. Let's try to fill the 7th block. There is a 4 in I row which blocks these 2 cells. There is a 4 in column 1 and a 4 in column 3 which blocks these 2 cells. So G2 takes 4. There is 8, 9 pair in row I which blocks these two cells. So that leaves with only two empty cells left which can take 8 or 9. Now there is a 9 here in column 3 which blocks this cell. So G3 takes 8 and G1 takes 9. Now there is only two empty cells left here and the missing numbers are 1 and 2. So let's mark it with 1, 2 pair. Let's try to fill the column 9. There is a 1 in this block which blocks these two cells. In I row, this 1 blocks I9. So G9 takes 1. Now there are only 3 empty cells left and the missing numbers are 3, 5 and 7. In row B, there is 5 and 7 blocking. So B9 takes 3. Now there are only 2 empty cells left and the missing numbers are 5 and 7. I row is blocked by 7 here. So I9 takes 5 and C9 takes 7. In the 9th block, there are only 2 numbers missing. There is 3 and 7. In G row, there is a 3 blocking here. So G8 takes 7 and I8 takes 3. In the 3rd block, there are 3 numbers missing. The missing numbers are 2, 5 and 8. There is 8 blocking these two cells. So A8 takes 8. So this 8 cancels out the 8 here. So C7 becomes 2 and the only missing number in the 3rd block is 5. Now this 2 cancels out the 2 here in C5. So C5 becomes 6 and B5 becomes 2. Similarly, this 2 cancels out the 2 here in H7. So H7 becomes 8 and H8 becomes 2. In row D, the missing numbers are 6 and 8. There is 8 blocking here. So D3 takes 6 and D2 takes 8. In row E, the missing numbers are 2 and 5. There is a 5 here in column 2. So E2 takes 2 and E1 takes 5. This 2 here cancels out the 2 in I2. So I2 becomes 1 and I3 becomes 2. Now in column 3 there are only 2 empty cells and the missing numbers are 5 and 1. There is 1 blocking here. So A3 takes 5 and B3 takes 1. In row A there are 2 missing numbers. The missing numbers are 2 and 7. There is a 2 blocking here. So A2 takes 7 and A1 takes 2. In row B, the missing numbers are 6 and 8. There is a 8. There's 8 here blocking. So B2 takes 6 and B1 takes 8. In row C, the missing numbers are 3 and 9. There is a 3 blocking from F row. So C2 takes 9 and C1 takes 3.